Hello everybody. Today we're going to deal with two important tenses. These are past simple and past progressive. For the past simple, we have some examples like I walked, he swam. If we deal with the affirmative form, as you see here, walked is a regular verb and the swam is irregular verb. When we have a question, we can start with did, then subject, then infinitive. Did you walk? Or did she swim? If we have negation form, they didn't walk, it didn't swim. The past simple is used in different functions. The first one is to describe a completed action in the past. The time is usually mentioned or implied. For example, I bought a CD player yesterday. Secondly, to describe completed actions that happened one after the other in the past. For example, I walked up to the cashier, paid, and then left the shop. Third, to describe past habits or repeated actions in the past, often used with adverbs of a frequency. For example, when I was younger, I often went jogging in the park. Time expressions used are ago, yesterday, in, with a year, for example, 1998, last, week, month, night, etc. Let's come to passive progressive. Passive progressive is formed by using was or were plus verb ing. For example, I was walking or he was swimming. When we have a question, we should start with was or were plus subject plus verb ing. For example, were you walking or was she swimming? And in the negative form, we should say wasn't or weren't. For example, they weren't walking, it wasn't swimming. The passive progressive is used, number one, to describe an action in progress at a certain time in the past. For example, what were you doing at 10 o'clock last night? I was having a shower. Secondly, to describe actions that were happening at the same time in the past, usually with while or as. For example, while Joan was cooking, Lynn was sleeping. Third, to set the scene in a story. For example, this is a part of a story. There were a lot of people at the station. Some were talking on their mobile phones, others were sleeping, and a few were walking up and down. Lastly, to describe temporary past states or actions. My grandfather was writing a play in those days. Goodbye.